Hare Krishna. Happy Ekadashi, everybody. So today is Japa Affirmation 14. I turn off my world and turn on Krishna's world when I chant my rounds. It's a very important affirmation. As mentioned before, when you're chanting, you may sometimes be thinking about what's going on in your life. You might think about what you have to do, things you like and don't like, problems to deal with, etc. Whatever the case, such thoughts are about your life, not Krishna's life. This is interesting because the holy name includes Krishna's Leelas, not our Leelas. I'm often asked, how can I control my mind while chanting? One of the reasons your mind wanders is because you haven't told your mind. Quote, for the next 2 hours, you have a break. I'm turning you off. In fact, I'm turning my whole life off. When you begin chanting, mentally turn off all the lights in your life. In other words, turn off the lights of what you didn't finish yesterday, what you have to do today, the problems you are facing, etc. When you don't do this, you give the mind license to do whatever it wants while you chant. And this can make controlling the mind much more difficult. It can also be helpful to internally create a bhajan kutir, an internal space in which your world is turned off and only thing allowed is Krishna in the form of his holy name. Another thing that is helpful is to get up early and then create a time-free zone. This means to imagine that your day doesn't start until after japa. In other words, during the morning when you are chanting, you are not yet in your day. So let's say your day begins at 7 a.m. and you are up at 4 a.m. You remind yourself that today hasn't yet begun, and thus there is nothing to think during japa other than Krishna. If you can get yourself into this consciousness, you will find it much easier to focus. And this is easier than you think. We can do this every night when we turn off our lives for 6 to 8 hours. We also do it when we turn off our world to watch a movie, surf the internet, read a book, or engage in a hobby. This affirmation is to remind you to create the proper internal space before you begin chanting. Hare Krishna.